in the health business, we are fed a bunch of lies that get us to buy products, buy fitness routines, buy gym memberships, all the things that we buy in order to lose weight, in order to be supposedly healthy. And the lies that we're told are towards what we actually want, right? We want easy and we want long life. But because the things that we're being told are lies, because they aren't true basically, but we're believing them, we end up getting pulled into relationships with companies. And those relationships with the companies that have relationships with pharmaceuticals, that have relationships with health, like so medical, that cause you and I to live our lives in pain. It's not just the food company that we need to think about. Pharma, food, medical, they all work together in keeping all of us in this situation. By buying the foods we buy, we're a cog in the machine that makes all of these businesses money. The excuse that almost every company will say when they are confronted about why they lie about their products isn't even a real excuse. Basically, it's, if I didn't say that, then people wouldn't buy. So they tell us the stuff is healthy so that they can be profitable. They tell us the stuff is safe so that they can be profitable. We've seen this before, right? We no longer believe that cigarettes are healthy because we were made to understand after lots and lots of fighting by people who were harmed by smoking that they're actually causing damage, right? The same thing happened with drinking, and the same thing will eventually happen with this carbohydrates are harmless story that we're being fed. The truth is, because the company doesn't see my face, they're comfortable taking my money while slowly poisoning me. Because the people that work at the companies don't really investigate what's the outcome going to be for the people using this or eating this. They're comfortable taking your money while you suffer. Because companies blame us, so they're going to blame me for not doing my own research to know how these things might or might not affect me, right? It's my job to go and figure this out. See my doctor. All the disclaimers that are always on everything. They can justify taking my money without warning me of the outcome that they already know about. Companies will find ways to make what isn't okay, okay. There is an absolute truth, though, Wellness Warrior.
The National Academy of Sciences in the U.S. stating that the lower limit of carbohydrates in the human diet is 0. Yeah. In other words, there is no such thing as an essential carbohydrate.
Our bodies process animal protein better than vegetable protein.
If you're looking at animal source proteins, whether it's meat or eggs or milk, basically all of the amino acids that a human would need are in those because they're basically, obviously a chicken's not a mammal, but the others are mammals, and basically we have the same amino acids, the same proteins. So they're all there. Meat is a good example because they're all pretty much in the right balances.
Stop letting companies lie to you. It blows my mind how many times I hear people who have gotten healthy say, I wish I would have known sooner. But here's the problem. When we hear this information for the first time, first of all, we don't check on it. We don't investigate further. We discount it because we believe, or we can't believe, that so many people could possibly be in on this lie. And I want to clarify something. Not everyone is in on this lie, right? Some people, a very small percentage of people, the ones who make money from this lie at the top levels, they're in on the lie. The rest of us, what we're doing is we're believing that everybody's doing this, so it has to be healthy. We're believing that this couldn't possibly be going on for this long without right? And we're also believing the lie because it's easier to believe the lie than to start to think about how the heck will I change all of this? Because I live around people who don't eat the other way, right? The healthy way, and I will be tempted. It's easier to not investigate further. And how can I so confidently say this, right? How do I know this to be true? Because I do know it to be true, right? Because I see it all around me. When people start eating keto, what's the first thing that they do? They search for how to make keto replacement foods. How do I make bread? How do I make cake? How do I make cookies? How do I make all the junk that ruined my health and caused me to be fat? Why are we doing this? We're doing this because we're still locked into this lie that says you need dessert. You need to snack. Oh my gosh, you need to treat yourself every once in a while. We need, wellness warriors, to stop believing these lies that the companies are telling us that keep us caught in their web of purchasing stuff that's making us sick. Stop believing these lies.